Okay. Right. The first question is what motivated you to study pedagogy, especially to become an English teacher?
Well, all right. Hello, everybody again. The thing that which motivated me first to study English, to study English pedagogy, was that my family is a family of teachers. So mainly, it was that the main reason, one of the main reasons why I study pedagogy, right? So my mother is a teacher. Some of my aunts are teachers, cousins are teachers. So it's a family thing, right? But
Okay.
then I discovered, well, I was be I was a student. I discovered that it was my place where to start my career, my professional career, right? And why English? Well, before I studied English, I started to study something else, something different, chemistry and biology, right?
Okay.
But then I changed my mind because I thought it was kind of difficult. I didn't like some of the subjects there. What I really liked was English, and I have my English background at school. I was very good at school, at English, right? And I studied in a private school, right? And once I remember, I left a message. I wrote a message to my maths teacher because math was very difficult to me. So I write this message. This is like an anecdote because I write the message in English to have help because I didn't understand anything about numbers. That was it. But mainly it was my family tradition on teaching.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
The second question, at what point in your training as an EFL reservist teacher did you find your vocation?
Right. And I think it was at what point did I find my vacation? Yeah, right, long before I finished my studies. I studied at the Australian University too, there. So we are kind of friends in some way. So I studied there, but the way they taught English or English pedagogy was completely different. We have one of the questions there about methodology. So it was different then and at school too. But I found my vocation um, early soon in my career as a student and then as a teacher. Yes.
For the third question, we want to know more about in your profession. What are the thing you like the most about your profession, and the other one you don't like this much?
The things I like about my profession and the things I don't like.
Yes, about that.
Is that all right? Um, what I like most about my profession is when I see students learning English and they like it. It's because, well, I've taught many students in my life, but I like when, for instance, at normal school, let's say, they there are many interests, and when I see one student struggling with English, I really value that because they are making an effort to study something which is not their interest or main interest because they could be very good at sports or other subjects. But when I see they have made an effort to overcome a situation in the English language, I really value that. I really like it. I don't What I don't like much about teaching is when I get frustrated because I feel like I'm not doing my best when I feel I'm not doing my best for someone to learn English properly. That more or less what I like and what I don't like.
Okay, so the question number 4 is, as we already know, you have experience in this work. So we want to know what advice would you give us to face the career?
All right. What I would like to tell you is that you should try to enjoy learning from the very first. It's different. The programs today are different from the ones I studied because you have a contact with the school from very early in your professional career there in the program. So that is very good because this is what I would like you to take into account. Enjoy the experience there as a student going to the school. Enjoy that. If you value going there, you think it's a good thing. You will be happy because it is what is meant for you. That is what it has been meant for you, to teach English, to learn about becoming a teacher. So enjoy going to school if you really like that. That's it, I think. Enjoy it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. The 5th question is, what methodology do you use in the classroom? If you have used more than one methodology, which one has worked best for you? And which one has not been that successful?
Right. What I've discovered early in my professional career is that students like to interact with each other. That is very important, that they are not just the teacher and the student. The teacher and the student is not their relationship. This is what I believe. So what I really like is the communicative approach, which has this format in which the students interact among themselves as well as the teacher. So it's not just the teacher and the student. It's a common thing. We are all learning, and we learn from the mistakes they make, or I can also learn, and they can learn from probably my mistakes when, as a teacher, if I make a mistake as a teacher, okay, when I don't behave well in the class in front of the students or get angry. So it's that the communicative approach, I would say. Of course, I've tried other ways, direct the method, right? But it doesn't have the same results, of course.
Okay. I have a question that is, in all your years of your career and your profession as a teacher, have you faced a problem or difficult case with the students? And if you so, how did you overcome it properly?
All right. Yes, I've taught many levels in English. Okay, many students, many levels, right? And one of the most difficult levels was adult education. Adult education is difficult because the adult people, they want to have their secondary school license. You see the document, and that's difficult because they have English is not what they would use in the future in most cases. Some of them would. It was difficult to teach them because they have a different motivation. But students from primary school and from secondary school, they have a different motivation because it's part of the curriculum, and you could make them enjoy through games, card games, and stuff. But it was difficult with the students, old people, right? Adult education in the evening. That was difficult, right? Of course, what I did I tried to make them enjoy learning English in some way, okay, also through games and and things like that, things which could be easy for them, right?
Okay. Coming back to your question, when you say you feel frustrated sometimes, I want to ask you, what did you do when you feel frustrated? How did you overcome it personally, in personal? Because I feel frustrated too in many days of this career, studying when I didn't understand, and I want you to tell us how overcome it.
Okay. Yes, you have to reflect on your management in the classroom and see what the response is from the students. So then you would feel, I felt frustrated when there was no outcome, no result, there was no answer or participation in the classroom. So I had to reflect on my own teaching methods, my own classes, activities, so I could change the activity for the best. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's why I used with the adults the classes in the evening. I changed the strategy, and then I moved to games and cards that would be in some way easier. But you get frustrated, but you have to reflect. Okay, this was good. This has results or not, and then you change the activity. This is what you have to do, I think. And this is what I have done, of course.
Perfect.
Not just to go into one activity. Of course, as a teacher, you have to do, for instance, exercising, drilling, writing, etc., which is sometimes boring. But there are other things which you could also do to help your students, your future students, right?
Okay, perfect. I think that's it.
Yeah, we think that's it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you very
day.
much.
We are
All right.
we could bring you here, and we hope
All
to
right.
see you again in
Okay.
year
Sure.
and talk with you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you. Bye
inviting me.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Audio Jungle.